She-Rag got me.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Rams and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now ETN to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucks and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago. 6 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here as he's taken down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, you know, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense and try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To throw again on second down. Jones getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Hurts to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A beautiful fake. 56 yards to punt that time. 12 on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And the Rams had 5-9 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the ball comes loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A very solid gain of 27.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Matt Araiza now. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Jones. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jarrad Davis from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown, Rams! Kyle Rudolph, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Boyd. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Another tote for Etienne. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Hurts. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Handoff running left is Etienne. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get a position for at least 3 points.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jones. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 15-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 30 on second down, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a game of 2. That's another Rams first down.
Here's Bernard. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones on 3rd down. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Evan Ingram, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. From the 27, Hurts. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one taken in by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Travis Etienne, 56 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. LA set to take over again on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. A give. This is Chubb. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Given 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They juked him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Chubb diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Hurts. He's got Njoku over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Hurts. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Etienne up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2. Throwing Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down,
here's Chubb again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So it's the Rams here to take home the W, and due in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Mac Jones.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Rams, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year.